This morning we'll be taking a look at the Punch newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, The Guardian, and The Explainer. From the Punch newspaper, tariff war. Respect state electricity regulators, FG warns discos. The federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has told electricity distribution companies to treat state regulators with respect. The vice chairman of NERC, Musiliu Oseni, stated this at the Commission's quarterly stakeholders meeting, which ended in Lagos on Tuesday. Power distributors had repeatedly countered state regulatory commissions on matters of electricity tariffs, a development that consistently pitched the two groups at opposing ends. Atiku slams FG as bandits sack Kwara village. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has criticized the Bola Tinubu-led federal government over worsening insecurity, particularly in Kwara State, where bandits have reportedly sacked a community in Patigi local government area. In a statement on his Facebook page on Tuesday, he described as the administration's monumental failure to protect citizens, warning that violence in the North Central had reached alarming levels. Wike fines FCT land defaulters 5 million naira, 7.5% charge. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has approved and imposed a 5 million naira fine payable within 30 days for allottees and land title holders who have contravened the Land Use Act in the Federal Capital Territory. The minister also assented to a 7.5% charge on the assessed capital value of properties converted without the knowledge or express permission of the FCT administration, payable within 30 days. CSOs condemn 44% one-year surge in cooking gas price. Civil society organizations have condemned the 44.51% year-on-year increase in the price of cooking gas in Nigeria, warning that the hike will worsen poverty, push households to unsafe alternatives, and undermine environmental sustainability. The National Bureau of Statistics, in its July 2025 Liquefied Petroleum Gas Price Watch report, revealed that the average retail price of refilling a 12.5 kg cylinder of cooking gas rose from 14,261 naira 57 kobo in July 2024 to 20,609.48 in July 2025. Moving on to the Vanguard newspaper. Flood, 29 states, FCT, 107 local government areas, 631 communities at risk this month, FG. The Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NIHSA, predicted yesterday that 29 states and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, as well as 107 local government areas and 631 communities were at risk of flooding between now and mid-September. Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Architect Umar Mohammed, who disclosed this in a statement, listed the states to include Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, FCT, and Gombe. Minimum wage. States have no excuse not to pay beyond 70,000 naira, NECA. Following the rising cost of living in the country and its impact on the people, as well as the increase in federal allocations to all tiers of government, the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, has said state governments had no excuse not to pay civil servants above the 70,000 naira minimum wage. Director General of NECA, Adewale Smart Oyerinde, who stated this in an interview yesterday, said the increased inflow of revenue from the Federation account had reduced the argument of some states about inability to pay. From the Guardian newspaper, NHIA partners healthcare facilities on emergency maternal care access. The National Health Insurance Authority, NHIA, has entered a strategic partnership with 3 healthcare facilities to expand access to comprehensive emergency obstetric and neonatal care while reducing financial barriers from vulnerable Nigerian families. The Memorandum of Understanding was signed on Friday with Federal Medical Center Ebutimeta FMC Ekpe and Outreach Signature Women and Children Center during a ceremony at FMC Ebutimeta, Lagos. FG lists 91 public firms for privatization. The Bureau of Public Enterprises, BPE, has disclosed plans to privatize 91 firms for optimal performance, greater revenue generation, and job creation. Director General of the agency, Ayodeji Belei, who said this yesterday during a media briefing in Abuja, also informed that 2 electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, and 1 generation company, GENCO, had been listed for the initial public offer in the Nigeria Stock Exchange market. He, however, did not disclose the companies or the amount to be generated from the exercise. Nigeria works towards phasing out ozone-depleting substances in 2030. Nigeria is working towards achieving the January 1, 2030 target of phasing out ozone-depleting substances in foam, refrigeration and air conditioning sectors to create an enabling environment for manufacturing practices that are sustainable and climate friendly. The Minister of Environment, Balarabe Lawal, gave the assurance yesterday in Lagos during the commissioning of the optimized system house for the formulation of ozone and climate-friendly polyethylene systems in the manufacture of rigid foam at Vitapor Nigeria Limited, a subsidiary of Vitafoam Nigeria Limited. ChatGPT to get parental controls after teen's death. American artificial intelligence firm OpenAI said Tuesday it would add parental controls to its chat box ChatGPT, a week after an American couple said the system encouraged their teenage son to kill himself. Within the next month, parents will be able to link their account with their teen's account and control how ChatGPT responds to their teen with age-appropriate model behavior rules, the generative AI company said in a blog post. And lastly, from The Explainer, FCTA to generate 11 trillion naira from tourism in 7 years. The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, recently unveiled plans to generate 11 trillion naira revenue from Abuja's tourism sector by the year 2032. The move, which aligned with federal government's tourism development strategy, also strengthens the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Creative Economies projections to realize trillions of naira from the sector and create millions of jobs nationwide within 8 years. With that said, you can pick up a copy of any of the dailies. Go online to read more. Also, interact with us via our social media platforms. On X, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961, and follow me across social media at Dele Agadumo.